Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
The first down, they start out with Abanikanda. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
This defense for the Vikings, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Andrew Booth getting sent in on the corner blitz and getting home.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Seven Pirates.
Now it's Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Throwing to start the drive. Baldwin. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On first down, Baldwin. They'll check that down to the Wander out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking to throw. Baldwin. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? Come 19. Come 19. Go.
To throw is Rodgers. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
65 check.
Throwing is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready, set.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Rodgers again now. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwegu now. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21. The give now to Abanikanda. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the toss, Abanikanda. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
Abanikanda once again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baldwin. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on 2nd down. Baldwin. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Operating from the gun. Baldwin. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kene Nwangu from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Baldwin. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To throw again. Baldwin. And he's got this to Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go. Hurt. Panther 11. Ready.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On the give is Nwangwu. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Baldwin. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Handoff here to Nwangwu. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw on second down. Baldwin. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. And his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
From the gun on third down, Baldwin. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Gano's kick is good, and with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Eagles. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Hey, smash. Go.
Here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Panther 60.
Abanikanda is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Nwangwu. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On third down, Baldwin. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Come on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
70 Ranger. Ready.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
7 Pirates.
And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That's how you're far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Okay, ready. Check,
in motion left, Hardman.
Ready.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This will get the lead up to 7. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting them down the field as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
On the handoff, Abanikanda, and he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
70 Timberwolves.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9.
60 Bobcats. Warriors 70. Go.
Now it's Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got a They'll try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Abanikanda. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd